How to tell if a girl likes you via these body language clues. This is for LGBT people. So basically, if you are LGBT or if you suspect that the girl you like is LGBT. When you type into Google or YouTube how to tell if a girl likes you, some of the videos that you click on or some of the articles that you read may not actually give you the right information if the person you're crushing on is LGBT. So before I get into the body language clues that a girl likes you, let me just give you some quick information on about why the girl might not be showing the signs that you are finding on other places on the internet. So basically, when someone is LGBT, they might not display the same kinds of signals that someone who is straight might. So an LGBT woman or girl will probably not give the same body language clues that a straight girl would. And this is because that some women who are LGBT are actually more masculine. So instead of giving off straight girl clues, they'll give off perhaps maybe male clues. So it's important not to also assume that someone is masculine by the way that they look, okay? Just because someone looks really feminine doesn't actually mean that they are going to be feminine on the inside, okay? Some people can look really feminine but act masculine. Some people can look really masculine but are actually really, really feminine. Okay, and what we're talking about here, we're talking about the soul of the person, we're talking about the core of the person, we're talking about how their brain works, okay, as well. So basically, you need to look out for these different body language signs. So I'm going to split them into two groups. One of them is masculine and one of them is feminine. So you need to also make sure that they might also dip in and out of these. Perhaps they'll show some feminine signs that they like you, and perhaps they'll show some masculine signs that they like you via their body language. Okay, so that's very important to take on board because we all have female and masculine inside of us, but when it comes to LGBT people in particular, those lines can be a little bit more blurred. So I'm going to go through all these signs, and if the girl that you like is displaying about, let's say about 3 or more, then she likes you, okay? So let's go into the more masculine body language signs that a girl likes you. So the first sign is that she might be staring at you and perhaps even checking you out a little bit. So this is one of the signs that I definitely do because I consider myself a more masculine person than a feminine person. And when I really am attracted to a woman, I will stare at her for a long time and probably not even realize what I'm doing. And that's just how I am, you know. And I won't be able to help looking at their, let's say, like their assets, you know. I'll probably stare at their chest and I'll probably look at their backside as well. So this is something that I do, I can't help it, it's just naturally where my eyes go. So if I really like a woman, that's something that I do, especially if I'm attracted to her. So if you see the girl that you like is checking you out, perhaps you sometimes catch her staring at your chest or your backside, that's a really good sign that she likes you, or at least attracted to you. Another masculine trait is that they might not be able to sit still. Have you ever been next to someone and their leg is sort of like bouncing crazy, or they're fidgeting? You know, that means that, you know, they're in your presence, they are feeling uncomfortable a little bit, and it might be because they have a little bit of a crush on you. So notice if they are fidgeting a little bit, you know, on edge a tiny bit and just looking generally a bit nervous and fidgety. The third sign is that she will probably give you a huge hug whenever she sees you, a really big bear hug. That's another masculine trait. The fourth sign is that she mirrors you. Now also feminine women will do this as well. And basically mirroring might be just like yawning the same times that you yawn, or it could be matching your body language. So let's say if you're on a desk and you're going like this, they might copy you and do this as well, or they might cross their legs in the same way that you're crossing your legs. Just natural mirroring you. And this is something that sometimes we do very much unconsciously when we are in rapport with someone. When we like someone, we tend to match and mirror their movements. And even the ways that they talk, like the tempo, the speed, if she is mirroring you in any way, that's a huge sign that she likes you. The fifth sign is that she will give you a huge, genuine smile. Not a forced smile. So a forced smile is probably something like, you know, but a genuine, happy to see you. You can see their eyes sort of like shining, you know, and you can just see the genuine smile on their face. That is a sign that she likes you, which is a bit more masculine. Another sign is that if she's masculine, she'll probably stand up more straight. Just, you know, standing a little bit more protective, shall we say. She'll stand very straight when you are next to her, when you're around her, and she may even do this when there's other people about as well. So she's trying to assert her dominance a little bit. And this is one thing that a lot of masculine women actually do. They assert their dominance by just standing up a little bit more straighter when you're around. And it's also another way to like show off their assets as well. This runs into the next masculine body language sign, and that is she is kind of protective over you. So if you're walking together and she touches you to like help you through a doorway, or if she again is sort of standing up straight and sort of like kind of just being quite close to you when other people are around, that shows that protective body language. So notice if she's very protective over you. Another body language sign that she likes you, which is very hard to ignore, is the fact that she just is around you all the time. She likes to be around you. She's not trying to avoid situations where she's near you. In fact, she promotes it. She tries to be in situations where she can be close with you. So she may follow you around a little bit like a lost puppy, because that's something that a masculine person would probably do. Another sign, again, which is quite protective behavior, is when there's others around, she may become a little bit on edge. So if you're talking to other people, or if you're, you know, not talking to her, let's say you're in a group and you're talking to someone else, she may become a little bit on edge, like, oh my god, she's not paying attention to me, I should do something. So you can probably notice that she's probably shuffling her feet a lot, getting a bit fidgety. That's because she's feeling a bit uncomfortable, because she thinks that you are liking perhaps this other person that you're talking to, which might not be the case, but it might just be what she's feeling in the moment. She gets a little bit uncomfortable when you are talking to other girls, or when other people just in general approach you and start talking to you. Another masculine sign is that she leans in towards you when you're talking. So you'll notice that she's trying to close the gap physically between you. So when you're talking, she'll lean in so she can listen more. She may even step closer to you because she wants to be able to hear what you're saying, and she's very interested in you, like interested in what you have to say. So she'll lean in and she'll pay attention. Now if she's not really that interested, then she'll probably turn away, or she won't lean in. She'll probably just be, you know, kind of in another world. You know, when you're talking to someone and they're really not quite listening, they'll probably be doing that. Okay, so now we're going to get into the more feminine signs that a girl might like you if she's LGBT. She is not defensive when she's around you. So usually if we are feeling defensive and we don't like the person we're talking to, we tend to like cross our arms, and because we're protecting our emotional center, which is right here. So she may cross her arms, she may, you know, sort of look away like this, kind of looking like she wants to escape. Her body will be facing towards a different direction. She may even be looking at her friends to see if they're going to come over and sort of save her from the situation. She'll probably look down as well and, you know, not really be paying attention to what you're saying. So be very aware of that. If she is giving you any of these signs, then make sure that you start leaving her alone. But if she does like you, her arms will be uncrossed. She'll be looking at you, she'll be engaged in what you're saying, her feet will be facing towards you, her torso will probably be facing towards you. You know, she won't have those defensive clues, so please pay attention to those. If she's not feeling defensive around you, that means she feels comfortable around you. This is something a little bit more subtle, but if you ever look at her and she sort of looks down and kind of like smiles, like that, that's a huge sign that she likes you, because basically she doesn't want to stare you straight in the eyes. But if you notice that she was looking at you and then she sort of looks down and smiles and she's kind of blushing a little bit, that's a huge sign that she really, really likes you and has a bit of a crush on you. So the third sign, again focusing on what I said, on one of the points I said previously, is that she's actually facing towards you and not being defensive. You can even tell this sign if she is completely on the other side of the room. You know, if you look at her feet and see if they're pointing towards you, or her body's pointing towards you. And it's the same thing if you're up close with her as well. She'll be looking towards you directly and actually looking at you while you're talking. Another sign that a girl likes you is she will be preening herself and perhaps playing with her hair. You know, sort of tugging at her close to make sure that she looks presentable. So obviously it's not going to be the exaggerated like, oh, you know, that kind of thing. But it might be just doing something simple like this that shows that she likes you, or just, you know, just messing with it, or just, you know, just doing these general things when she is talking to you. So pay attention to those. It won't be the exaggerated like, you know, that kind of stuff. It would just be sort of like these normal sort of tugging and preening sort of things. Another body language sign that she likes you which is very feminine, is she might caress objects, which might sound a bit strange, But let's say you are in class together, and maybe when you're talking to her, she might be fiddling with her pen, or if you're out for a drink somewhere, she might be like just rubbing her glass, you know, or messing around with it, or pulling the paper off of a bottle of Coke or something. Just touching objects while she's talking to you. Another feminine sign that she likes you is she will actually look at you in the eyes. Because usually, I know I do this as well, is that when I don't really like someone, I don't tend to look them in the eyes that much. Especially if I know that they like me and I don't like them, then I don't try and give them the time of day. I don't try to engage in a conversation with them. But when I really like someone, then I do actually look at them in the eyes. And this is actually a very feminine trait. They will look at you in the eyes when you're talking to them. The last sign that a girl likes you is that she will actually probably blush. She will probably smile a little bit, and she might become actually quite shy, especially if she is actually a shy person. Then if you notice that she becomes more shy when you are around, and she's blushing more and she's smiling a little bit more, perhaps she might not actually look at you, but if she's shy, she might not do that. Generally, if you just notice that if a girl changes her behavior when you are around her, it's most likely that she likes you. If the girl you like isn't doing any of these signs, then she probably doesn't like you. But also make sure if she's only doing one of these signs, that also doesn't mean that she likes you either. It's best to think that if she does 3 or more, then you have a chance. Anyway, I hope you liked this video, I hope it's helped you, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye, guys.